This package of 17 by 9 inch Mammoth 8 aluminum wheels and 33-inch Milestar Patagonia AT tires are for the 2018 and newer JL owner searching for the classic off-road style paired with a reliable tire at an affordable price point to complement their build. I do want to mention right off the bat that this includes all 5 wheels and tires in the set, so you won't have to worry about your spare, and the kit features free mount and balance, making for a hassle-free way to upgrade your JL. Now, with that being said, this set of wheels has a very familiar and traditional off-road appearance, taking some inspiration from steel wheels that were super popular with the older gen Wranglers and off-road rigs thanks to their durability. But this set is a more modern rendition featuring a lighter weight aluminum construction, which offers the best of both worlds between look, comfort, and longevity. The Milestar tire also offers a good balance of off-road looks and capability for the hybrid driver who wants some peace of mind when on the dirt, whether it's for fire trails or moderate off-roading, along with street manners for the daily driver who likes a more aggressive tread but still needs quiet comfort for an all-terrain tire. Now, the 33-inch sizing here is also going to fit with no lift or other modifications required, and paired with the wheels with a -6mm offset, it helps offer a more aggressive stance compared to stock for a wider look if that's the aesthetic you're going for. A new set of wheels and tires can make a tremendous difference in performance and, of course, appearance, and this combo does a great job at both of those. Now, looking at the wheels, these have a simple design that's very stylish and not too busy in the design, thanks to the militant style circle cutouts around the face of the wheel. The matte black finish also adds to the traditional look and matches very well with any other black accents that you may pair with it, making your color code pop. Now, the 17-inch diameter also offers a good balance between appearance of the wheel and the availability of the tire sidewall, which is super helpful if you are off-roading and you need to air it down your tires. Now, that also offers just a well-proportioned look to the wheel and tire set, especially if you do like a little more tire showing. Now, on the topic of these tires, these Patagonias measure to 285/70 R17, which is equivalent to a 33 by 11 inch wide tire, making it a great size to add to a lifted or non-lifted Wrangler without rubbing or the need for modifications to the Jeep in order to fit them on, leaving room for flexibility. Now, while these aren't a super aggressive mud terrain, it's still a fully capable tire when it's off-road, thanks to the design with the tough sidewall to handle a beating. This does have a solid tread pattern that's rated for really any type of condition, being snow and mud rated, in addition to handling in wet and dry conditions, being an all-around great fit for whatever conditions that you encounter. The tread also makes for a reliable design, and the tread isn't super aggressive or spread apart where you get excessive noise or any weird handling characteristics, again making it very comfortable for everyday life. Now, the features that this kit has comes down to the construction. So starting with the wheels, these are made from a cast aluminum, which is lightweight and durable, especially with the matte black powder coating on top, which is going to protect the aluminum from corrosion in tough conditions, while also adding to the look. And they also offer a direct fit with a 5 by 5 inch bolt pattern, just like the factory wheels, but I would keep in mind that the lug holes are smaller or more narrow, so I recommend picking up a new set of lugs in order to accommodate for that change. The tires are also tough with a silicate-infused tread compound, which makes them cut and chip resistant, and the compound is known to have a longer lifespan, so even with that more aggressive tread compared to a stock or all-season tire, then these are built to last. Now, the build and the design of the tread is also very important, with the blocks that have a staggered or step-down groove for better rigidity and stability within the tire, and they also help to protect against any stone drilling. And they also have variable siping on the inner and outer blocks, which are those small cracks in the tread, and they help with weather traction to expel water or evacuate water from underneath the block, which is going to be helpful in wet conditions. This also includes offset tread blocks, which help with biting edges for great all-weather performance, and angled tread notches that help for both mud and snow, being a tire that you can count on. Now the kit also includes Mammoth center caps for the wheels and again features free mount and balance, so you can either have them mounted and balanced by us in our warehouse, or we can set you up at one of our recommended shops at no cost to you. I do want to mention that this set does not come with TPMS sensors, and it will cost a little extra to add those into the kit, but if you want to keep the light off the dash and keep the ability to read your tire pressure on the dash, it will be well worth it for a complete set of wheels and tires. Now, wheel and tire kits, especially in a set of 5, can vary heavily in price, but this is on the lower end of the price spectrum, being a relatively affordable choice. Now, a lot of that choice, however, comes down to your lifestyle and, of course, your style preference when picking a wheel. So if you know that you want a good balance of comfort and reliability for street driving and the ability to take your Jeep off-road with a tire that you can trust, or at least have that off-road look about it, then this set brings that to the table. It also brings that classic and simple feel that matches well with whatever combination of parts that you may pair with it, and doesn't cost a steep price point in order to do it. So if these are some of the features that you're searching for, this kit is going to be a great one to consider. Now this is a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking at most 30 minutes to get everything in place. Now you will have to get the Jeep up in the air, so you'll need access to a lift or a jack and jack stands, along with a socket set, an impact or ratchet, as well as a torque wrench to make sure that all your lugs are torqued down to spec once you're finished with the install. Also, if you do get a set of new lugs and they require a key, make sure to keep that on hand as well when you go to install your new wheels and tires. So that wraps it up for my review and the install of the 17 by 9 inch Mammoth 8 aluminum wheels and 33 inch Milestar all-terrain Patagonia AT tires in a wheel and tire package of 5, fitting all 2018 and newer JL Wranglers, and you can find these right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.